All right, so I just got back from watching Power Ballad, which is the latest comedy drama, I guess you could call it, film from Lionsgate. Now, there's been lots of other movie studios that produced this movie, but Lionsgate is the distributor, and this is directed by, I should say, the director of Sing Street, which I think, came out 10 years ago. He's directed other stuff, but that's probably his most famous movie besides this one. So this movie stars Paul Rudd as an American wedding singer living in Ireland, and he has a wife and a teenage daughter, and he is kind of coasting. He's written his own stuff and he wants to play his own stuff, but people just want to hear the hits. So he's just playing the hits. He's like a living jukebox, is what one of the characters in the wedding band, because he's part of a band, call themselves. But he's kind of unsatisfied with that. Well, one day at one particular wedding, he bumps into a former boy band singer who is also kind of going through the motions of his life. He's on the verge of becoming irrelevant, and he's trying to reinvent himself. And they kind of bond and share ideas and help each other, like, write some music and stuff like that. And then they go their separate ways, and they don't think they'll ever see each other again. But one day, lo and behold, Paul Rudd's character hears the song that he's been writing for years and that he shared with this pop star on the speaker in a mall. And next thing he knows, it's the number one hit in the world. And he claims, like, hey, this guy stole my song, but he can't prove it. And so hijinks ensue. Now, this isn't necessarily a full-on comedy. It's more of a comedy drama that leans more into the dramatic aspects of it, but I still found myself chuckling at a lot of stuff in this movie. This movie has a lot of heart, and which I enjoy movies with a lot of heart, as long as they don't get too cheesy. And this movie is kind of cheesy, but not in a bad way, in a way that I enjoyed. And basically what I'm trying to say is I enjoyed this movie quite a bit. There isn't really a good guy or a bad guy. It would be really easy to paint the pop star who is played by Nick Jonas in this movie as, like, just an overall scumbag, but he's not. He's desperate and he needs a hit, and he knows that this song is good, and so he plays it and he takes advantage of it. But there's complications to that, and Paul Rudd's character can't quite prove that he wrote the song anyway. So there's different layers to this movie that I enjoyed. There's nuances. Now, without going into spoilers, there is a twist in this movie, believe it or not. It's not a big, huge twist, but there is a significant reveal around the third act that kind of puts the whole movie into perspective. And I really enjoyed this reveal, but I think it could have hit a lot more, because it has to do with Paul Rudd's relationship with one of the characters, other characters in the movie, not Nick Jonas, but someone else. And I feel if we spent more time with those two characters together and kind of exploring their bond, or maybe lack of bond, it would have made the reveal that comes later more emotional and more impactful. It already was emotional and impactful, but kind of on a surface level sort of thing. And I think it would have had more of a punch if we spent more time with Paul Rudd's character and this other character specifically, who I won't mention because I don't want to, because if I do, it's going to reveal the spoiler. But that's really my only critique of the movie. Otherwise, I quite enjoyed it, and I think you will too if you like more slow, contemplative, not action-packed, sort of positive and melancholic drama comedies. I like those types of movies, so if you like those kinds of movies, I think you'll enjoy it too. I don't know if it'll be your favorite of all time, but who knows? Maybe it will. So those are my thoughts on Power Ballad.